really, because like the thing is, like I said, I communicate. So even with my friend that I had from like youth that kind of like fell off the face of the earth, I gave her my spiel too. I was like, listen, I'm trying to hang out with you. I'm trying to like see you. You're saying that you need me as a friend. I'm here for you. The minute that you call me, I will be there. So why are you like, every time that we make plans to hang out, you go MIA? And that was the last thing I ever said to her was, I'm done trying. Either you try too, or we're no longer friends. So I guess we're just no longer friends.
You know what happens a lot? If you're dating somebody that's like a friend, if there's two groups of friends, or they tried to hook you up with somebody and didn't work, I feel like that'll happen. Or, you know, you bang someone's sister and it doesn't work out.
Oh, yeah, that's not petty, though. That happens.
That's not even petty, though.
But you're like, I feel like that's just, you're asking for a little bit of drama. Because, like, unless you're going to marry this person... Don't get yourself involved in that.
That goes bad 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, you better be ready to put a ring on it if you're going to cross that line.
Definitely.
Yeah, put a ring on it.
Yeah, I mean, in high school, I moved schools and I lost a friend that we were friends from like 1st grade to like 10th grade. Long story short, it was a lot of like she had beef with this one girl and I was friends with both of them. And her being my better friend, I went back and I was like, listen, homegirl is saying she's gonna fight you on this day. So make sure you're prepared. I don't know who she told, but it got back to that girl.
No,
and then,
you're
like,
instigating.
No, I was
Why'd
just
you
trying
instigate
to...
that? You just wanted to see a fight.
Ew.
No, I wanted to look out for my girl, you know, and at the end of the day, I was closer with, you know, the girl that was about to get beat up. So I'm like, you know, prepare yourself for the fact that this girl's going to come at you on this day. Like, that doesn't mean that I'm going to fight with you. That doesn't mean that you should get people to fight her. It just means y'all need to brawl, squash the shit, but be prepared because she's was going to kick her ass. Like, she straight up told me that.
Going down by the bike rack.
Yeah. So then I don't know how or why. I think, like, because I moved schools, I kind of just, like, didn't care because she was like, oh, who are you better friends with? How could you, like, and then she said I was lying. And I wasn't lying, but I was just like, I don't care. If you think I'm lying, whatever. And then I just moved schools.
She's just mad because she got beat up.
They never fought because of this whole situation.
Oh, you ruined it.
That's a good thing.
You ruined a good fight.
Yeah. Who does that?
What about you, Mo?
Me.
Oof.
Just pee a little bit? What was that?
that was that oh shit noise.
No, I've had two. The pettiest of the two, probably food. I would say it was food.
You ended it with a friend over food.
Me and a friend stopped speaking over food.
Wait, what?
Yeah. We were really good friends too. That's the funny thing. It ended over food. I mean,
what kind of food was it?
Did you guys ever try to talk after this?
It was chicken and waffles. Of all things.
Goddamn, y'all gotta be so extra minority right now.
Oh man! And every time someone asks me that, I'm like, I really don't want to answer this. Like, should I change this answer? Yeah, chicken and waffles ended the friendship for me.
Wait, explain to us, how the hell did that happen?
Okay, long story, make a long story short, when I hear it, here it go. Basically, and I still to this day wonder in my mind, like, where was I wrong? Because I really don't know. But I eat lunch with a particular individual, right? Every day.
Oh, we know this. We know a little bit.
I think y'all might know a little bit of this story.
Little bit.
Yeah.
We might have heard some shit through the grapes.
So, okay. Y'all probably did. I'm sure, as everybody seemed to have. So, like me, and that's what killed me in this situation, because I don't gossip. I don't like run around talking. So it was like, I never got to tell my side. So everybody heard one side. And I was like, oh, is that what happened? But anyway, so what actually happened was, y'all know who I eat lunch with every day. Everybody knew at that time I ate lunch with him every day. And my homie, my chicken and waffle homie, him and I never ate lunch together. It wasn't like a thing we did. He typically ate lunch wherever he ate lunch.
Right.
So I'm upstairs, I'm on the food line, and my homie that I eat lunch with every day asks, yo, can you grab me a plate because I'm running late? And I don't want you to have to wait for me. So I said, all right, cool. I ain't think nothing of it. No problem.
This is the first time I'm hearing your side.
So
like, it's definitely the same story, yeah.
So I get my plate and I get his plate. So now I'm walking away from the line and I see other dudes from the shop. And so I'm walking and they're saying like little things to me, you know, little funny things like we always say to each other. Mm-hmm. And then he says something to the extent of, word, you couldn't get me a plate though. Now, I thought this was a joke.
That's a really good impression.
Right. So I'm like, I don't remember exactly what I said. It's been so long, but I said something that was like joking, like how we would joke with each other if we like, get your own fucking plate, Coop. What I look like, something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then he's like, oh, I see how it is. Word, I. So I'm like, I don't think anything of it at this point, right? I'm just like laughing, and I go about my business. So I meet up with my lunch homie. We eat lunch. That was it, right? Story's over. The next day, I walk into the office where they all are, and I did every day. I give everybody a pound. I go to give him a pound, and he's like, "Yo, get the fuck out my face." So I'm like, "Huh? What happened?" I'm thinking we joking. So he's like, "Nah, since it's like that, you can't make me a plate. Then don't get in my fucking face." So I'm like, "Wait a minute, you're serious?" I'm like, "No, tell me." I'm like, "Yo, you're dead serious." He's like, "Yeah, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious." That's crazy. So I'm like, "Nah, fam." So then the other guy who's there goes, "No way that you're acting like this over a plate of food." And
wait,
I'm like,
did he get chicken and waffles?
Yeah, he ate. Everybody ate. So that's why I didn't. So I'm this whole time, you gotta understand. Like I'm thinking this is a joke.
Yeah.
At no point am I serious. So he goes like, there had to be maybe, I would say, 30, 45 seconds of like me, like my hand is out, my hand is extended to give him a 5 and everything. And you got to understand, like everybody is there watching this happen. So I'm kind of feeling like, yo, why are you trying to play me like in front of all these people? Like, you supposed to be my homie. Like, you really doing it? So then I said something to the extent of, I know you not acting. I said, what is this about? That's what I said. I said, what is this about? If you serious, just tell me what it's about. So he's like, you know what it's about. You ain't want to give me a plate. So then when you see me, let's not talk unless it's professional, unless it's business.
Oh my God.
So I looked at the other dude that was sitting there watching this, and I'm like, yo, is he serious? And he was like, I don't know. So I'm like, yo, you acting like, I was like, so I think I told him, yo, you acting like a bitch over a plate of food, fam. Like, come on, son. Okay. So he's like, that's when he was like, oh, if I'm a bitch, then what's up? So I'm like, oh, now we about to fight. Now you know me. I'm like, okay, that's
and this
fine.
is at work.
This is at work. So my way of thinking.
Okay, the story. I mean, like, I think I told you obviously that I heard the other side of the story, and so far along the lines of the same story, but there's a little difference. Which I've heard in the connotations.
From, I don't want to say her name, but she told me she pretty much filled me in on exactly what his story was, and I get where he tried to flip it to try to make himself look better. I completely get it, because that's the thing with us. I was never mad at him. To this day, I'm not. He was mad at me. I guess for the plate of food. You know what I mean? To me, I'm like, yo, I don't know who would be that mad. Like, all we did together, all we been through together, this is what took you to the point of where you want to fight me?
It's crazy because, like, hearing the story from your side, right? The story coincides, but the emotions behind it are so different. Like,
because you got to understand, I'm not emotional. So he was getting real emotional, and he's getting rah-rah. And I'm like, I'm so calm.
He took it really offensively.
It's a little different than the story that I heard, though.
He was pissed, and I'm laughing the whole time. And again, here's the difference between him and I. If you ask the people, my story correlates with the people who were actually there. His story doesn't. That's why all of the people who were actually there were mad at him, and they're not mad at me. Now, the people who weren't there are mad at me, and they still cool with him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at this time,
were you guys in love at any point?
I didn't think we were,
because the story I was
confused after this.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm serious. Like,
I heard you guys.
No,
the chicken and waffles were there.
Listen.
And you guys both leaned in together at the same time, almost kissed, and then got mad at each other.
Okay, so
that's not what happened.
From what I heard from the other side of, the person that you had this beef with, was that, like I said, the story aligns, but to him it was like, yeah, homeboy did, like, I asked him to get me a plate, and he straight up looked at me and said, no, like get your own plate. Yeah, to him, he took it very personal. And then
but that's the thing. If I go downstairs and y'all having an event right now, and out of nowhere I go, yo, V, go give me a plate. Are you gonna go give me a plate?
No.
She would get one from me. She would get one from me.
Like, in all seriousness, who's doing that? Who's gonna think in that moment that the person is? It's not like this is an everyday thing.
And like, it's like I said, it's good that I'm hearing like your side, because I haven't heard your side. This happened a while ago.
No one did. That's the part that had me tight. I came to work the next day and everybody was looking at me like I did something crazy, and I'm like, yo, what the hell have these? And I didn't know what anybody heard for like a good month.
Yeah.
Because I just stopped talking to everybody.
Well, said person reached out to me. And was like,
he reached out to everybody via text, the whole job.
He texted me. He was like, yo, V, it's been good. It's been nice working with you, blah, 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 blah. So then I picked up the phone and I was like, what are you talking about? It's been nice working.
So he goes, if something to the extent of, if I'm a bitch, then what's up? Right? Mm-hmm. Now, I ain't never been one to run from no fight. And on top of that, to me, if we friends, because the way this is like the cloth I'm cut from, we could fight and then be fine after. Like, this has happened many a times in my life. I done fought all my friends, all my brothers. We go outside.
Get out of your system.
Yeah, we go outside, square off, and then we go right to get a bed, and we chilling. Like, this is like a man thing to me. So he was like, I was like, yo, if you want to fight me over a plate of food, it's not a problem. It's just give me a time and a place. And he gets up and goes, well, we could go in the bathroom. And I'm like, okay, dumbass, I'm not going to fight you in the bathroom of our workplace. Like,
there's a lot of sexual tension in this story.
It's like the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Like, if somebody walks in, we both getting fired. Like, that makes zero sense. I'm like, yo, we work by a million alleyways. Like, pick one. We can go outside, go to the alley, 5 minutes, scream off. We come right back. Nobody got to know nothing, right?
Yeah.
Made sense to me. So he's like, bet. So, okay, so I go outside first. So at this point, 2 other people are like walking with us, trying to prevent this from happening. And I'm like, no, you got to let this happen because this is going to keep going and keep going and keep going. And then it's going to end up happening at the wrong time. We both grown. Nobody needs to get fired from this. Let's just go shoot the 5. Over. So as I'm walking to the elevator, he's behind me going, why we can't just go to the bathroom? Let's just go to the bathroom. And I'm like, what's with you in the bathroom, fam? We going outside. Man. Like, we going outside. So long story short, I get to the elevator where the cameras now are. Obviously, there's a million cameras where the elevator shaft is. So I get to the elevator, and there was another witness on the scene that saw this part as well. I'm taking my watch off. I'm taking all of my stuff off. Now, he claims, the story I heard from him was he thought he needed to attack me in this moment because I was taking my watch off to attack him. Now, that's BS for a couple of reasons. I was taking stuff off the whole walk to the elevator because I was going to leave it with the receptionist so that I didn't have to take all my stuff with me, right? So I'm taking my watch off, my chain off, my hat, all of that. I go to take my watch off to turn around and get on the elevator, and this dude tries to attack me. Like, just straight tries to sneak me. But he tries to, like, choke me, and I, like, pushed his arms, like, off me. Like almost like he was playing almost. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, knock it off. What are you doing?
In a work elevator, this was happening.
This is right in the hallway. So I dropped my watch because he caught me right as I'm taking my watch off. So then it was almost like I don't know what happened. I don't know if he had a realization to himself, like we actually about to fight and you really didn't want this. I don't know what it was. But he tries to attack me as I'm taking my watch off, goes to try to choke me. I throw him off me, and he just stands there and then walks away. So now the coworker that saw it is like, yo, what the hell just happened? And I'm like, I don't know, this dude tried to choke me in the hallway. What you want from me? So at this point, I go downstairs and talk to another coworker who tells me, yo, everybody saw it, or everybody's going to see it on the cameras, and y'all are both done. So if I were you, I would go tell my side of the story. So I was like, yo, I'm going to tell my side of the story when they come to me for my side of the story. So I go into the mailroom, chilling with the mailroom guy, and then my boss calls me right then and there. And he's like, what is this I'm hearing about you got into it with who and so-and-so in the hallway.
Embarrassing, man.
So exactly.
It is so
in my mind,
because you don't want to be that person that fights at work.
Exactly. Who wants to be that guy? That's why from the beginning to the end, I said a million times, everybody who was there will attest to this, let's go outside. Like, I was like, we'll have 2 people follow us to make sure, you know what I'm saying, like, that'll just watch it, make sure nothing gets crazy. I'm like, why here? Let's go outside. Yeah. Like, that's where I'm from. Go outside.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes
sense.
Why
would you attack me in the hallway, bro? And you, my dude, you know where the cameras are. Yeah. That's your department. It's part of what you do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then when my boss calls me, I got 2 options now. Now we either both is out of here, or I'm going to tell what happened. I can't lie about what happened anyway. It's on camera. You put your hands on me. I didn't put my hands on you. You attacked me. I didn't attack you. So what do you want me to do for you? At this point, you done. So he goes in and he's like, yo, I already know what it is. They about to let me go. So I'm thinking, all right, it is what it is. This dude just wilded out over some food. And everybody else that was there is kind of like, yo, what's wrong with him? I'm like, yo, I don't know. Maybe this is stemming from something else. Maybe I did something else to him that he never told me. But then I get to work the next day, and I kid you not, there had to be about maybe 15 different people that kept coming up to me and saying stuff like, yo, that was foul. Or, yo, I can't believe you did that. Or, yo, that was wrong. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I go to, my people that was there, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And it was all like, yo, this dude texted and called everybody and told them a completely different story. So I'm like, are y'all serious? So at that point, the 5 friends I had was the 5 people that were there. Everybody else was anti-Mo. Yeah. And that's pretty much what happened.
That's
That's exactly what happened.
It's too bad that, like, before the fight, you guys, it could have been stopped, and you could have been both put in those sumo wrestling costumes and just went at it.
Word. Can we box? Or I don't think sumo. I think I was out of my realm against him in a sumo wrestling match.
How about an American Gladiators head-to-head type of thing?
I'm with that.
I'm
with that. Now this dude, but look, the only thing that sucked about it was I lost a friend, somebody who I really thought was my homie for real, and like the entire radio people do not talk to me now. None of them.
Yeah, that I do know that he did mention to a lot of people.
Told everybody.
Yeah.
It was the most woman shit I'd ever seen in my life. That was the point when I actually was like, okay, I got no respect for him now. Everything he did before, I was like, yo, you know what? It is what it is. Maybe he got some mental issues in his life. He did mention he wasn't sleeping. I'm like, all right, maybe he's going through something. But when he went and started texting and calling everybody, I was like, that's some real chick shit right there. Like I just don't move like that.
No, that's not cool.
And I kind of thought in my head people would be smarter and think to themselves, number one, his story doesn't make any sense. And number two, well, why does he feel the need to go around telling everybody? Why is he being so emotional about it? I thought people would put it together and say to themselves, like, nah, I got to be more to this story than this. But nah, people just typically go with the first story.